कट मत करना. Dear student friends, again I am Dr. Godbole Mahendra Tukaram welcoming you on my today's presentation. And in this today's presentation, I will discuss about some current events for the armed forces, for the NDA or for any defense examination. In the sequel of my presentation, I have been selected only defense oriented affairs or the current affairs regarding the procurement of the different missiles and the technology or the armed vehicles for the warfare, and especially the learning or the acquisition of the foreign technology, and especially the Indianization or indigenous technology, that is the Atmanirbhar Bharat, we may call it as, how that Atmanirbhar Bharat is going to becoming stronger. According to the power rank, India is supposed to be the fourth strong country in the world after the China, US and Russia. We are supposed to be a very powerful country. It is because of the size of the armed forces, and according to all that 7.70 points are there in the power rank. According to that power rank, we are the strong country, and to maintain our same status in this security or in the combat situation, we must have to update our technology. We must have to procure or acquire the modern missiles and the different tanks or the aircrafts, and unfortunately the Indian Defence Organization, especially the Defence Ministry, has already sanctioned rupees 3.60 lakh crore. 3.60 lakh crore rupees are sanctioned for the procurement of 140 aircraft, especially that the that is very important tool will be act for the Indian Air Force. That is 140 Rafale has been procured by us, means the remaining part will be developed by the indigenized company. Again, the P8I, that is also a important US surveillance or the vehicles or the aircraft has also been acquired by us, and the different missile, that is a stealth missile, has also procured by the Indian government after spending rupees 5,000 crore rupees for or the half of the 5,000 crore rupees has been spent for the indigenous development of the different helicopters, and it is also acquired the stealth missile from the Russia. In this today's presentation, I am going to talking about the T-72 tank overhaul. India is successfully overhauled its first two T-72 battle tank under a pilot program to modernize and strengthen its armed fleet. For the wing of the armed forces or for a mechanized infantry, this is a very important news. And the next news is about the Sukhoi 57, and this is supposed to be the India-Russian joint venture. In this technical talks and in the co-production, it is also very important. India and Russia engaged in the technical consultation regarding the feasibility of the jointly producing the fifth generation Sukhoi, that is Sukhoi 57E fighter aircraft, and that joint development can be possible. The proposal is under consideration. The proposal is the Russia has offered India's joint production. There will be the Indian aeronautics as well as the Russian technology will be involved, and in this way we are going to Indianizing, or the indigenous technology is going to developing in this area. Russia has offered India to joint production and the unrestricted technology transfer rights to co-develop the aircraft locally, and which would include the deep integration of the Indian-made avionics, electronics warfare systems and weapons. Russia has been our friend since a long decades. Right from the Nehruvian era, the Russia is going to helping us it is always giving helping hand to us, and this is also a most important technological transfer, or unlimited, or we can call it as a deep integration, deep friendship of the India and Russia is possible by this kind of the technological technological transfer of the tactics. This is the Indian and Russian joint venture. Now the strategic need. So this was a very important Sukhoi 57E. It is a very important aircraft for us, and this initiative is aimed and bringing the capability gap before the India's indigenous advanced multi-role combat aircraft. We are supposed to be developing the the advanced and the multi-combat aircraft. The aircraft will play a very important role in the warfare, and therefore this is AMCA, or the advanced multi-role combat aircraft from Russia. Sukhoi will be very important. Then current status, what is the current status of this Sukhoi 57E? Is the technical teams have been evaluating the aircraft specification. Our technical teams as well as their expert, those are going to inspecting and their specification, assessing the cost structure, and determining the localization levels to figure out the collaborative manufacturing model. Now how we can make it indigenized and it's collaboration collaboratively, and what will be the cost, and what will be the tentative the estimation for the development of the Sukhoi 57E can be evaluated by our team. That is India's defense modernizations with the Russia. It is a milestone. This Sukhoi's transfer, the transfer of the technology of the Sukhoi for a joint venture to the Indian scientists and the Indian aeronautics. It is a modernization with the Russia. It is a milestones, and that will be strengthen our present and the future to secure our future. Thank you. जमाइले गरे जमाइले